So welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Feldschlösschen Alcohol-Free beer. It's a Swiss staple in the alcohol-free beer market, and as always we're going to cover looks, smell, taste and availability, and also add a little bit of background about the beer. Stick around to see how we score the beer and how it all stacks up. To start off, a bit of background about Feldschlösschen.
Feldschlösschen verbindet.
It's one of Switzerland's most iconic breweries. It was founded back in 1876 in Rheinfelden. Its name translates to small castle in the field, which comes from the brewery's distinct castle-like design. And over the years, they've become a symbol of Swiss brewing tradition. The alcohol-free beer line started in the early 1990s with the launch of Schloss Gold, and now it's been rebranded as Feldschlösschen Alcohol-Free Lager. It's a long-standing favorite, especially for those who are looking for like good quality alcohol-free beer. So let's start with the pour and how it looks. Now it's got the castle on the front. It looks pretty cool. I kind of like it. How does it pour? Well, as it's a lager, it is bright. It has a nice golden color. It's pretty clean, really simple, but it doesn't really have that kind of wow factor that a lot of the craft beers have. Looks a little pale, but otherwise, you know, it is a lager, so it's got to be pretty standard. Can't be too much of a wow factor in there. It's going to get a 3 out of 5 for me. And then on to aroma. So I've also given this a 3 out of 5. It's hard to really give lagers anything more than kind of a standard score, but you know, this one does have the sweetness. It is pleasant. There's hints of malt. There isn't much to make it stand out, but it's really functional. It's inoffensive, which is always good. And yeah. Now, here's where it redeems itself for taste. I've given it a 6 out of 10. Look, it's light, it's refreshing. As I say, it's got a little bit of maltiness in there. It's not kind of sweet or artificial, which can be a problem with some of the alcohol-free beers. It hasn't got too much of a strange aftertaste, but that being said, it is rich, missing kind of the depth and richness of a full-strength lager. The mouthfeel isn't quite all there, but still, as a zero alcohol option, I think it's a really reliable and easy choice to go for. It's definitely like a thirst quencher. So availability is always the last point. Feldschlösschen is well loved in Switzerland, and you won't have any trouble finding it there. That's where I actually bought my can. But it's just not as widely available in other countries and you know, as other brands out there. So like, you know, obviously your Heineken 0.0 you'll find at almost every bar, whereas this is a lot trickier to find. Even online, it's pretty tough to track it down. So therefore, it's only going to get a 2 out of 5 for me. Final thoughts, like the end kind of score. To sum it up, it's a really decent option if you're after something refreshing on a hot summer's day. It's easy to drink, and you know, if you're in Switzerland, it's definitely a great one to grab, and you know, to enjoy some of that traditional Swiss brewing. However, it's, you know, nothing special. It does, you know, not gonna knock anyone's socks off. It does have kind of some limitations with the flavour, and then obviously with the availability, you're only finding it in Switzerland so far that I've found, so it's not an easy one to get. The end score then is 14.5 out of 25. Will it go in my fridge, as I always ask myself? Look, if it's convenient to find, if I'm in Switzerland and I'm looking for something really straightforward, really quick, easy to buy, heading down to the local co-op, you know, one of those supermarkets down there, you know, I can see it, I can get it, then I'll definitely buy it. But otherwise, it's not going to go into my fridge. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you've tried Feldschlösschen, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on the next review. And if you've got any beers that you think I should review, any standout beers, please let me know.